Now the song has 5 chords all together: C, G, D, A, and E. Right? That could be played down, 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 up, down, 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 up. This is played in its most basic form, right, with open chord. That works well. So what he's going to do here is playing what we call a 9 sharp chord. So you have a E7, and you just simply bury with your pinky the bottom 2 here on the 3rd fret. It's a bit tricky to do at first, right? Okay. But we're gonna try another way, right? And you can actually do a mixture of the two, one with open chords, one with bar chords this time. They are stacked up like this: C, G, D, A, and then we have this 9 plus chord, 9 sharp. We call it the Hendrix chord as well, and it's here on the 7th fret, my 2nd finger, then my index go on the D string, 8th fret, sorry, 6th fret, back to 7 here with my 3rd finger on the G string, and my pinky is gonna go there on the 8th fret, 2nd string, right? So I start from the 5th string to the 2nd. Okay, now that's at the end of the progression, right? And there's a little riff to add up there. Okay, so that's on the 1st bar and the 2nd half. Okay, so it's that bass, bass, down, down, up, go down, go down. You're gonna try and place this. Okay, so that's, we're on the 7th fret here, top string, and then on the 2nd string, I'm going on the 5th here with my index. You could do a little slide as well, but start without the slide. Okay, so here we go. So we have C, hey Joe, where you gonna go with that gun in your... You see, I have the 2 downs on the bass here. That gives me time to pluck that chord here. If you're not familiar with this one, it's quite helpful. So you go like, you know, it gives a little bit of time to pluck that chord. So even going out of the riff, if you practice it slow like this, back and forth, the riff and the chord, okay. So that's basically the core of the song itself. You have that progression that repeats. Now, there's a lot of things we can do, really, but I'm gonna give you just one thing, and that's what a typical thing that Hendrix would do. It doesn't do a lot bar chords. He was doing more shapes like this with the thumb, right? But one thing he would do is that on the A shapes like this, right? And that's a universal thing, right? He would replace that whole bar chord with the kind of riff that we had at the end of the intro there, all together, and then go to the A then. So, and then instead, you see, that riff is alongside to my A shape, the next 2 frets up. I have my D here, because that's where you have your D major pentatonic scale. And the main shape, which is quite familiar and easy to play through. So you start like this, and then after a while, skip. Lovely. You could even do this at the start with the C here, because you have an A shape there, so you go like. You see, I've done it with both A shape. You could push the concept further and then do it in all the shapes. So we have C, G, which is there, the A shape is there, right? And then D, and then A, or you have an A there as an A shape. So you would go like, sorry. You can do a mixture. Okay, this has to be prepared, of course, not like me doing a little bit of rubbish here. But you see the idea, every A shape we can do that little riff, and that's fantastic. That's a pure Hendrix signature. Of course, it has been played by many others, but he was doing that in a lot of his songs. Okay, so this is it. And then finally, what I would like to show you is the those chromatic lines here, starting with all the bases of the chords. C, then we're going to the top string, chromatic line alongside going to G here, 0, 1, 2, 3 on the top string. Then from 2 to 5 on the A string, going to D, right? So and then the same chromatic line but on the top string, and then finally going back to the A string from the 4th to the 7th here. And then I try to land on the 2nd finger because I want to do this on the 9, the raised 9 chord on top. So my guitar is slightly out of tune, so sorry about that. But you get the idea. Practice and enjoy.